This video has a summary of Bacon's essay of Great Place. The word essay is taken from the French word essai, and it was first used by Montaigne. The word means to attempt or to try out. Hence, an essay in many ways holds the writer's personal views and personal opinions about. Like many essays by Bacon, this essay also has a few counsels and advices given or shared, but these advices are directed to people in important positions. That's what Bacon means when he says of great places. Now, he talks about important men placed in important positions, and he says that they lose their personal liberty and happiness once they reach a high place. Once they reach the great place, they do not have any kind of personal freedom or happiness, and they're supposed to follow a lot of rules and regulations, and there are so many restrictions with which they bind themselves. Now, first he says that they have to constantly please their masters, and second, they always have to worry about their reputation, and the fear of losing their reputation always keeps them in a very tensed state. And then Bacon tells us that because of the additional duties and responsibilities given to these people, they don't have any personal time for themselves. So that is why um, Bacon has said this as the very first sentence of this essay. The first sentence of this essay reads as men in great place are thrice servants, servants of the sovereign or state, servants of fame, and servants of business. Now, he says that these people actually they are in a good position, but speaking truly of their selves, we find them to be very unhappy. They're not happy at all. They seek happiness. They get happiness from the thought that other people consider them to be happy. So they seek pleasure and happiness when other people think the false image of these people being happy. um, and they like it so much when other people admire them, and when they aspire to be like them. One important aspect of great men in great places shared by Bacon in this essay is that all rising to great place is by a winding stair. So Bacon means to say here that um, to reach a great place, men have to do a lot of dubious things. And it is not completely through fairness that it is possible for men to reach great places. So, hence, people have to um, do some vicious act to reach great places. Then, after reaching the high office, they have to comply by four vices, says Bacon. And the four vices are delays, corruption, roughness, and facility. Now, after saying all these things, Bacon tells us that what is more important in life is to do what is true and lawful. So, in spite of the great places, important position, fame, money, all these things a person can acquire in life, what sustains and what will be remembered about him is the good deeds that he does. And he continues the same idea when he says that merit and good work is the end of man's motion, and conscience of the same is the accomplishment of man's rest. So he says that excellence in his work and his ability to do good work is what brings fame to man, glorifies a man. And only when he has a conscience, when he does this good work, can he rest peacefully, can he have peace in his mind. And he also says that there are other people who are watching them, these great men in great places. So it is wise for these men to create good precedents as to follow them. That meaning he has to be a good model for other people to follow his footsteps. And he says that all the entirety of their life they have to devote to do good actions, good deeds, which will be of great use and benefit to mankind. So in the process um, of reaching greater heights, or the days after they have reached great heights, men have to aspire to be good and to continue to be good, and that is what is more important, says Bacon. Bacon in this essay talks about the importance of why great men should avoid four vices in their working place. Now, people associated in high office, they should try to be very prompt in their work. They should try to avoid delays, because we have the famous saying that delayed justice is injustice. So any work for that matter, if a person delays it, if a person postpones it, the work itself loses the merit. So it is better for people to avoid delays in their works. And the second one is they should avoid corruption. So people should take extra care that they don't get corrupt in any way. They should not encourage bribery and they should not encourage any form of corruption. And Bacon tells us that integrity is everything. So being one should not be satisfied being a person with integrity, but one should motivate others also to follow the same path. The men in great places, they have to make sure that other people who work along with them are also men of integrity. And next, Bacon talks about roughness. He says that severity breedeth fear, but roughness breedeth hate. So, if a great man, if he is severe, if he is a little strict with his other workers, it is okay, it is bearable. It only will develop a kind of fear in other people. But on the other hand, if he is very rough with other people, that will only bring about a lot of hatred in the environment, and he'll be hated for his rough behavior. Uh, the next one is about facility. And Bacon tells us that it is worse than bribery. He says that bribe comes but now and then, but if importunity or idle respects lead a man, he shall never be without. In great places, they should not submit themselves to facility. They should not become a prey to this facility, meaning they should uh, protect themselves away from insistent demand. The main idea of this essay is about men in great places. Bacon talks about their life, manners, and obligations when they reach higher positions in life. Bacon begins the essay by talking about uh, the demerits of being in a great place. He talks about how to be in power, to reach a great place, these men lose lot of power over themselves. They have to sacrifice a whole lot of their lives. Uh, for example, they have to give up their freedom, their happiness, and even they have to compromise on their health. An important advice given by Bacon to these great men are, they should not only search for good examples to follow, but also strive to be a good example for others to follow. And he says that they have to avoid so many things when they are in high positions, so many things which are considered to be vicious, and they also have to learn from past experiences what failed and what will work. All these things they can learn from past experiences. And he says that only when men reach a great position will their true nature be revealed to others. And he says he quotes few examples from Roman history, and Bacon is able to establish that some men were able to prove themselves to be benevolent and others to be of a worst nature. So he talks about both the strengths and weaknesses of great men, and he also imparts a lot of advice to great men of how to be and how not to be in this essay. Talk about Bacon's style. Um, he makes his opening statement attention grabbing and very catchy. For example, even this essay starts with the sentence, men in great places are thrice servants. So this makes the readers get engaged in the essay, get interested to further read the essay. And not only this example, there is another one from the essay of revenge, and the sentence goes like this: revenge is a kind of wild justice. So that's how Bacon makes his writing, makes his prose very interesting for the readers. And uh, through reading Bacon's essays, we understand that he is actually a practically wise person. He has a lot of wisdom, and he has tried to impart his wisdom to readers by way of his essays. His prose style is marked as being terse, and it is epigrammatic, very short, but contains lot of ideas in it. And he supports his essays, ideas, and concepts that he discusses by using a lot of similes, metaphors, and analogies, lot of things from history too.